Jack Savage here with talkSPORT and Chicago Bears legend Charles Peanut Tillman. Charles,
what's going on?
How's it going? How's it feel to be out here in London, baby?
It feels great, man. Play 60, we out here. We got some good weather. The sun's out. The kids are out. You hear it. It's loud. They screaming. I see Staley just arrived. So, yeah, it's good times, man. Real good times.
How important is it to you to be out here as, a role model, iconic figure from the franchise itself, to have them choose you to represent them and, the NFL in general?
It really is an honor for them to choose me to come out here and just talk shop, talk a little sports with these kids, and really introducing them to American football. I messed up and said football, and they're like, no. Football is, we say soccer, so I had the whole spiel on that. But it's cool to come out here and introduce these kids to American football and teach them and try to get them to play it and learn the rules, and we just having some fun, man. Just some old school fun.
How's it feel to be in London with the Bears again? I know you were out here in 2011. You got to come out here. So how's it feel? Walk me through that process of what it's like for those guys right now coming across seas. They're 3-2 right now. Big game on Sunday against the Jags. What's it like to prepare for a game, internationally?
The biggest difference really is just the time difference. Making sure the guys get adjusted to the time zone difference. It's I think 8. There's an 8-hour difference, 7-8 hour difference, which is pretty significant. So I think they're leaving tonight. So that'll be plenty of time, in my opinion, for them to be adjusted with the time zone by the time Sunday comes.
And what do you like so far? What are you thinking so far on the early season? I know we're only a couple weeks in.
Yeah.
The Bears 3-2. Caleb Williams himself has had his ups and downs.
Correct.
Last Sunday,
yeah,
played pretty well. The team itself. What are your early thoughts on the season?
So everyone keeps talking about Caleb, but I don't think it's just Caleb. I think Caleb is he's just a spoke in the wheel. He's just one piece to the puzzle. Consistency. I think they just need to be more consistent within their offense. They showed that last week when they played Carolina. He threw for 3 or 4 touchdowns. Offense looked great. The running game looked great. The passing game looked great. The blocking game, offensively, they were the complete package. And they just have to stick with that recipe, that motto, they just need to stick with that right there. Whatever they did Sunday, they need to kind of keep that going for them to be successful. And hopefully, maybe I'm biased because I play for Chicago, but I'm hoping they can pack whatever they did in Carolina, pack that up, bring it over here across the pond, and put it on Jacksonville Sunday.
Peanut Punch, we got to talk about it. It's become such an iconic, play that you were the creator of. Can you just walk me through, how that came to be and how, yeah.
Yeah, essentially just thinking outside the box, trying to do something a little bit different, seeing how guys were carrying the ball without any responsibility. It was very loose. And I just saw, oh, man, I think I can punch that out. Literally, it was just like, and one of my coaches told me about it too. So I was just like, all right, I think if I punch here, it'll come out. And 44 punches later, it just kept coming out.
44, crazy.
44. It just kept coming out, yeah.
What do you remember about your time in London, your one game specifically? Anything that was memorable to you? I believe you played the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Time zone difference. I was tired. We came late. That was probably the one thing. I mean, the game itself was fun, but I just remember being tired. I was like, man, I'm so tired right now. And it took me a little bit longer to get adjusted. So I'm happy that the team is coming today versus like later in the week like we did the first time. Now, we had won the game and everything was cool, but I was tired the day of the game. I was drinking like Red Bulls, trying to get like energy and coffee and caffeine, but I was tired. It was the time zone difference.
In your eyes, at the end of the season, what will as a successful season for the Chicago Bears?
Growth. I think growth. Giannis talked about someone, a reporter asked him, it's like, did you fail? And he was like, no, we didn't accomplish our goal. And he was like, there's peaks and valleys, there's ups and downs. My view of the Bears at the end of the season is, did they grow? Are they a better team this year than they were last year? They're a young team. And Flus is building something with this organization and with these players, and they're buying into what he's selling, and I like it. I just think it's just time. Champions aren't made overnight. It takes time to to build an organization, to grow an organization, to grow a team. And what I've seen personally, I like it. And yeah, growth. I just want to see growth.
As a DB yourself, have you gotten a chance to ever speak to Jalen Johnson? What do you like about his game?
Jalen's aggressive. Yeah, I'll speak to him, or I've spoken to him. He's aggressive. You know, I think he's shown a lot of growth from last year to this year already. He's accepted the role as being the number one corner, the lockdown corner, and I like what he's doing. He's aggressive. He's not afraid of contact. There are a lot of corners in this league that just don't want to tackle. They just want to cover. And I think with Jalen Johnson, you get the complete package. He will cover you. He will hit you. He can catch. He can tackle. So, yeah.
All right. To wrap it up, do you have any predictions for this Sunday?
Bears win 24-17. My prediction right there.
There you go.